If you found this video because you're searching for a Gusto review, congrats! You've already put yourself in the top 5% of business owners because you aren't wasting time trying to DIY a payroll option when you can just pay a company a little bit of money to do it for you. And also because you're considering Gusto, which for most of you watching is going to be a better option than crusty incumbents like ADP or Paychex. And we'll be breaking down why Gusto may just be the best payroll service out there, with one weird exception that I'll be getting into later in the video. So whether you don't yet have payroll software or you do and you're considering switching, I'll be explaining everything you need to know about Gusto. We'll start with some of the drawbacks, then the many benefits it has to offer, we'll answer some frequently asked questions, and then we'll see how it compares to the other payroll services out there. As always, discount links are available in the description below, and if you sign up for Gusto using that link, we'll both get a $100 gift card. How about that? Now, if you're watching this, you're probably in one of two categories. The first is that you don't have payroll software for your company yet, and you're looking to get that set up. The second is that you do have a payroll service, and it's no good. Seriously though, Gusto isn't perfect. There are three main cons that I can think of. The first is that it can't perfectly calculate the payroll tax that you owe to your state, so you can end up paying more than you need to and getting a refund later. These are easily fixed come tax time, but you should know that it's common. Second is that customer service is good, but it's not great. Customer support tickets can get a slow response, especially around tax time. And third is that they don't offer a free trial, which I kinda get. Onboarding a new customer to a payroll service is relatively complex. But until they offer one, you'll have to content yourself with the free Visa gift card you'll get when you sign up for Gusto using the link in the video description. On the plus side, Gusto has an easy-to-use interface. It's designed for the web, unlike other payroll softwares that look like they haven't been updated since like 2007. In the words of one user, it just works. It also makes compliance easy. Think of it as an investment into making sure that you're compliant with the IRS. Gusto's backend has a number of steps that you go through to make sure that you're abiding by their many convoluted laws. And in my experience, it's been easy to amend past forms with Gusto. And lastly, their pricing is transparent. You don't need to email an enterprise sales rep to see how much it's going to cost for you and 12 employees. Now, Gusto offers three plans: Simple, Plus, and Premium. Simple starts at $40 a month, plus an additional $6 per person. So if you have a payroll for 3 people in the same state, you're looking at about $58 a month. This also includes health insurance administration and employee financial benefits like medical, dental, and 401k. Now keep in mind, on the Simple plan, payments will take a few days to clear. If you want next day direct deposit or payroll in multiple states, then go with the Plus. That's a base of $60 a month plus $9 per person. This also gives you access to Gusto's time tracking and management tools, which I don't use personally, but you may find it very helpful if you manage a lot of contractors, for example. Now, Gusto's largest package is their Premium plan, which is going to get you a dedicated customer success manager. You'll also get full service payroll migration and account setup, which you might like. And how much does the Premium cost? Honestly, I don't know. You're gonna have to use the link in the video description to contact Gusto and get a quote. But for most people, the Simple or the Plus is gonna be the best fit. Now, if you're switching from a payroll provider that you're really happy with to Gusto just to save a few bucks, is that really worth it? I'd say probably not. So now let's tackle some of the most common questions I get asked. So the first is, does Gusto automatically file quarterly and annually reports on wages? And yes, it does. And the next is, which taxes are Gusto paying for me? Gusto is paying taxes on your salary, both at the federal and state level. Let's say that you take a salary of $60,000 a year, and it's a good year and you end up with $40,000 in profit. Gusto does not have access to your books, so it does not know that you're only reporting $40,000 in profit. It will not declare or file taxes on your behalf with that additional $40K. Your base salary of $60K, you're covered there. So this means you can't give up full tax responsibility to Gusto. You're gonna have to file estimated taxes there. The next question is, do I have to be an S-Corp to use Gusto? And no, you can use that as an LLC. Now let's take a look at how Gusto compares with its competitors. When it comes to Gusto versus Justworks, both of these are pretty good options, and they both have integrated health insurance. Justworks is more expensive and comes with some features that Gusto doesn't, like access to PEO-sponsored workman's comp and disability insurance. Now for Gusto versus ADP, personally I'm not a fan of ADP. They do this enterprise sales trick where they don't publicly list their pricing. You gotta contact sales to get a quote. It's a long, drawn-out process, yada, yada, yada. It just drives me nuts. But I will say if you have a business over 50 employees, it's probably worth taking a look at ADP. Now for Gusto versus Paychex, it's the same as with ADP. I can't compare their pricing because it's not so transparent. I'm not a user of Paychex. My sense is that this was probably a great piece of software back in the 90s, and they really haven't updated it much since then. Then we have Gusto versus QuickBooks. And my impression here is that while pricing is similar, you're not getting the compliance docs with QuickBooks that you're getting with Gusto. I wouldn't use the QuickBooks payroll software just because you know how to use QuickBooks. I'd say Gusto is better. I hope this video helped you understand whether or not Gusto is a good fit for your business. If you made it this far in the video, it probably is. To give it a try, go ahead and click that link in the video description. And when you run your first payroll, you'll get a $100 gift card. Not bad, eh? See you in the next video here.